welcome to another video from iGadgets Techie, and today I'm going to be bringing you the review of the Samsung Galaxy S5. Now the Galaxy S5 is the successor to the S4, and looking at the device for the first time you could easily mistake it for the S4. However, there have been a few changes. First of all, the display has now been upgraded to 5.1 inches and it houses a full HD Super AMOLED display, giving us a PPI of 432. It runs on the latest 2.5 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 801 processor and still has the same 2 GB of RAM as we had on the S4. Taking a closer look at the hardware, on the front we do have a physical home button with two touch capacitive buttons, including a back button as well as a multitasking button. On the left hand side of the device we get the volume rocker. Now on the bottom we do have the USB 3.0 port, but as it is dust and water resistant we also get the seal door on the S5. And on the right hand side of the device we get the power button. Like the S4, on the top we get the infrared blaster as well as the 3.5mm headphone jack. And finally on the back of the device we have the new soft touch new Fox leather perforated bag. We also have the speaker, a 16 megapixel camera as well as a heart rate sensor. The software on the S5 runs on the latest KitKat 4.4.2 version with Samsung TouchWiz interface running on top of it. The notification center on the S5 has had a revamp and looks much cleaner than before. The settings toggles at the top are now circular and looks much more streamlined. The settings menu has also had a major overhaul, with the new circular icons being here too. We also get a handy search functionality and we can view the icons in either the grid view or you can change it to list view. Samsung have also introduced a brand new feature with this version of TouchWiz. We have something called Toolbox, and this in essence is a floating app drawer where we can choose up to 5 favorite apps and works in a similar way to Facebook chat heads, giving the user access to their favorite applications regardless of where you are on the device. We also get My Magazine, which is something we saw initially on the Galaxy Note 3, but on the S5 this is accessible by just swiping left from your home screen, similar to what we have on the HTC Blink feed. My Magazine uses Flipboard and it's basically a news reader, keeping you updated with the latest news articles, but at the same time it can pull information from your social networking feeds. My Magazine though makes the whole experience laggy when swiping through your home screens, but this can be disabled, making the overall experience much more smoother. In addition, Samsung have also implemented a heart rate sensor, which is located beneath the camera at the back. By just simply placing your index finger on the back, the updated S Health 3.0 app will give you your heart rate. With the new S Health, you can also input your calorie intake, but better alternatives are available on the Google Play Store, for example, Calorie Counter. The new S5 packs a 2800 mAh battery, and I have to say the results are very impressive. On average, I've managed to get 10 hours of usage time, which has been mainly using Twitter, watching YouTube videos, texting and web browsing. In addition to this, the S5 now features Ultra Saving Mode, where it switches off color, giving a black and white interface with access to only a few applications, but will result in the battery lasting 24 hours with only 10% battery life left. With the new S5 software features, it also now houses a fingerprint scanner. It does work but requires a specific motion for the scanner to work. Unfortunately, this means it requires both hands to operate and is next to impossible using just the one hand. In my experience, like I've said, it works, but it's not as easy and accurate as Apple's Touch ID. Another new feature Samsung have introduced is called Download Booster. Now, Download Booster has basically been designed to let you use your 4G and Wi-Fi simultaneously, which Samsung claims will speed up downloads by up to 80 to 90%. Also, features from the previous Samsung models have carried forward, for example, Air View and Multi-Window. Multi-Window is basically Samsung's multitasking feature. You can access Multi-Window by simply holding down on the soft back key to bring up the multi-window bar, from where you can drag 2 apps which then runs at the same time, and this is a very handy feature. The S5 has now been upgraded to a 16 megapixel camera from the 13 megapixels we had on the S4. The camera, in my opinion, is the standout feature on this device. The camera is very fast at autofocusing. We still get the same Samsung camera interface and there's tons of options available. Like the Note 3, we also now get 4K mode. Although the S5 has optical image stabilization, this option unfortunately is not available when recording in 4K. We also get real-time HDR processing on the new camera, as well as a new software called Selective Focus, which allows the photos to be refocused after they've been taken. However, the photo needs to be taken in selective focus mode initially for this to work. Even then, it's not the most reliable and it's a bit hit and miss, but if done correctly, it does give a professional look to the photos. In daylight, the S5 produces very sharp and vibrant photos and is decent in low light. So in conclusion, the S5 is a very powerful and capable device. Although it's not really a game changer, it most definitely has been improved from the S4. With the S5 we get amazing battery, much smoother software with number of new features, along with a heart rate monitor and amazing camera. So if you're in the market for a high-end device with all the latest features, then the S5 may just be the device for you. So that's all from me for today. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, please do give me a thumbs up. Any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Please subscribe and I hope to see you all in the next one.